Good morning, fifth graders. This is Miss Lacasse, and today we are going to write a poem about your favorite place. So what you need in order to complete this poem is you're going to need a piece of paper or a notebook or something to write on, and a pen or pencil, or in my case I like to write with this pen, whatever you like to write with. Okay, I'm going to go through the steps so you can create this poem about your favorite place that you like to go, to visit, or you like to be. You need to follow along with me during this video. At any point, if I'm going too quickly or you need to catch up and make your paper the way it needs to be, just go ahead and pause this video and then unpause to keep going with me. Okay, here we go. Step 1. I just have at the top of my paper the list of favorite places to go, visit, or to be. This is just my brainstorm list. If you could list at least 4 to 6 places that you like to go, visit, or be. For me, one place I like to be is on the river, floating. Another place that I really like to be is at Foy's Lake, and specifically on the dock. Another place I really like to be is in the mountains. Let's see, another place that I really like to go and I have a lot of good memories is when I would go to rodeos that my cousin would ride in. He's a bull rider. Another place I like to just be can be a simple place just at your home. Maybe it's your bedroom, maybe it's a room inside your house. Mine is on my porch, in my back porch. Okay, so I don't know, that's a pretty good list of some places that I like to go, visit, or to be. Maybe one more I could add on that would be that I like to go back and visit Seattle, which is where I lived for quite a few years. So anything that you can think of places you like to go, visit, or be. It could be a city, it could be a generic thing like a porch or a bedroom, it could be a specific Foy's Lake, it could be generic like a river. Okay, after you've made that list, step 2 is going to be for you to pick one of these places that you have listed to write a poem about. So take a few seconds, look at your list, think about which one are you going to choose. For me, I think I'm actually gonna go with the mountains. So put a star next to one that you're going to pick to write about. Great job. Next step. This is the form that you're going to need for the next part of the poem. Everyone's poem is going to look like this. It's called Come With Me, and you're going to describe your favorite place to go for everyone else to hear about. So this is the format. You might want to copy this part down onto your journal. You might want to pause the video at this point to copy this down. Okay, so it looks like this. Title is Come With Me, okay? And you can see it says Come With Me, and then this is going to be where you're going to fill in the thing that you starred. So on my case, it would be the mountains. And it looks like I'm doing my senses. What do you see, hear, feel, smell, and taste? And so that might seem a little weird when you're thinking about the mountains, but I'll work through that as I go with it. So something that I see when I'm in the mountains, I would say trees a lot. See the trees. Something that I hear, usually when we're in the mountains, you can usually hear a river. Okay. Something that you can feel. I like the way when I'm outside in the mountains that I can feel the air. Something that you can smell. Usually when we're in the mountains, something that I think about when I think about the smell is the campfire, because usually we might be camping or hiking. And so that is the smell that I think of when I think of the mountains. Taste. Now, I'm not really going to taste the mountains, but when I think whenever I'm hiking or I'm camping, the taste of any of the food that I'm eating is going to be always taste better when I'm outside. And come with me too, and then that's going to just be repeated with the mountains. All right, so come with me. Come with me to the mountains, see the trees, hear the river, feel the air, smell the campfire, taste the food. Come with me to the mountains. I'd say that this is an okay draft. It's a good place to start with, and this might give you some really good ideas just to start with, but this to me seems pretty basic as a poem, and so I want to see if I can make that, revise it to make it a little more descriptive as a 5th grade writer and a little bit more as a poem with some good word choice. I also want to think about alliteration that I might want to add into my poem because we've been working on alliteration this week, and that is repeated sounds that get repeated to add some of that meter and rhythm to your poem. So I'm going to use this as my draft, and I am going to okay, I am going to revise it. So again, I've just copied that same exact format. I'm going to use what I wrote over here, but I'm going to make it a little bit better word choice on this one. So I'm going to kind of go back and forth between these two different poems. All right, so come with me to the mountains. I think I could add come with me to, maybe I want to add an adjective in front of that. So I'm going to say the scenic mountains. Scenic meaning kind of beautiful. Okay. Now this one on the next line I had see the trees. I want to be a little bit more specific. So I think about when I'm in the woods, my favorite trees to see are birch trees. They're the ones with kind of the white bark with the black spots on it. I just love the way that those birch trees look. So I might add something with that instead of just trees. Birch, let's see, alliteration. I could do beautiful birch because that sounds with the B sound. So see the beautiful birch. If you don't know how to spell something, again, just like in writing, go ahead and underline it and you can fix it later. All right, next one I said was hear the river. So I want to make that a little bit more descriptive. When I think about river, I think of the rushing water and I think of rocks. I love to watch the water rumble over the rocks. So let's see, I could do rushing and river actually do also have alliteration. Here, rushing, river, rage. Ooh, 3. Rage kind of means like it usually is going pretty quickly. Tumbles over, this one's kind of getting long, but over round rocks. Ooh, I got lots of R's in there for alliteration. So I have rushing, river, rage, tumbles over round rocks. Lots of alliteration in that one. That one sounds really good. Instead of just hear the river, here, rushing river, rage, tumbles over round rocks. Sounds way more descriptive. Okay, feel air. So again, that's kind of, it's okay. I'm gonna say, feel like the air is open. So I'm gonna say feel open air swirl. Now there's really not a lot of alliteration in that one, but I kind of like the way air and swirl go together. Okay. Smell. On my first poem, I had smell the campfire. Let's see. Ooh, smoke really. Smoke and smell. So I could say smell the smoke from campfire. So again, I have the S and the S. And up here I had the B sound for the birch. Beautiful birch. Smell the smoke from the campfire. Taste. Now all I had on taste down here was food, so I want to be a little bit more specific on what type of food I'm having for this one. When I think about camping or being in the mountains, I think of doing s'mores over the campfire, which my girls really love. So I'm going to say taste the ooey. I don't know how to spell that, but I'm going to go with it. Ooey, gooey, s'mores. That gives me a little more description than just the food that I had down here. And then I just had come with me to the mountains, and I want to replace that again with, up here I did scenic mountains, so I want to make it a little different. Come with me, Montana mountain sounds good because it's M&M. Come come with me to the majestic Montana mountains. And I would probably want to put my name down here since I'm the author of the poem. Okay, so now instead of, this was my first draft, come with me to the mountains, see the trees, hear the river, feel the air, smell the campfire, taste the food, come with me to the mountains. Now I have the same ideas, I just revised it to sound a little bit better, so let's read this one. Come with me. Come with me to the scenic mountains. See the beautiful birch. Hear rushing river rage tumbles over round rocks. Feel open air swirl. Smell smoke from campfire. Taste the ooey gooey s'mores. Come with me to the majestic Montana mountains. I think this sounds a lot better. So at this point, you would want to reread and make sure you don't want to make any other final changes as to the one you did before. And if you do, you could just cross it off on this one. You don't need to write it again. And you are pretty much done. If you would like to type your poem so that Mrs. McCafferty and Mrs. Lacasse could read it, that would be great. And we cannot wait to hear your poems about your favorite places to be or to visit or hang out at. Can't wait to hear them. Thank you.